करते and
how to think big and how to think and dream creatively. So from a book named Magic of Thinking Big. So so my topic is about ki most I will start with one myth that all of us have, like ki, what is creativity? Creativity, we understand that if someone has invented the electricity, someone has invented the vaccine for polio, or something like which is extraordinary that we haven't heard, like someone has tried. So that is what we call the creativity too. But this is just a myth. Anything which helps you to improve from your current situation, whether it's your work or whether it's your personal life, that that will be known as a creativity. Like suppose you are in your work and you find a new way to do the same work, that is what we call the creativity too. So so first, before starting thinking creatively, you first have to think that there are the solutions to do the things in a different way. What you are doing right now. So the moment you start thinking in that way, your mind starts looking for the solutions to give you the more better way to do the same things. So, but if you'll say I can't do it, there is no other way. That's the only way that I can do it. Then your mind is restricting yourself, and the solutions will not come. So author has mentioned it. Belief releases creative powers. Disbelief puts the brakes on. So here are the suggestions that will help you to develop creative power through belief. Eliminate the word impossible from your thinking. Speaking vocabulary, impossible is a failure word. The thought it's impossible sets up a chain of reactions of other thoughts to prove you are right. But if you'll say that it is possible, then your mind will start working in that way. Okay, so focus on why you can do it instead of why you can't do it. So author has given one example where he met one guy who is working as a clerk in one company, but he was really curious to be a very successful in his career. But and then then he talked to that person. So he said, "Ki, I really want to work as a like executive level position, but I'm not doing it." He said, "Ki, have you completed your education?" He has done only 3 semesters of his education, but he was pending for that. So he requested him to go for the education and complete his education first. So he said, "No, I can't do it. I have responsibilities. I'm working. I'm married. I have 2 children already. How I will manage the time?" He just told him that just do one thing. First, make up your mind that you are going to school. You are going to complete your education first. Just keep this thing in your mind instead of thinking like how I will manage it, and come back to me after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, when he came, he was completely determined. He made up his mind that he will go, and the things start falling the way he was looking for. So he was able to manage his work as well as study, and he successfully completed not only completed his education, but he got a scholarship, due to which he didn't have to pay for that educations and all his stuff. So after completing 2 year of study, he immediately he joined a big firm company. So in this way, I am saying what the author is giving a message here, that the moment you will think it is possible to do, so you will find a solution. So most of us restrict ourselves that we are engaged in other activities, that I don't have time, how I will manage it. Just go for it. If you really want to do it, just think that you can do it. You will definitely find a solutions for this. So so the I will end up my talk by saying one phrase, that nothing grows in ice. If we let tradition freeze our minds, new ideas can't sprout. So that's all from my side. Thank you for listening to me, guys.
Amazing, Charanjit. I'm so happy. Yeah, your talk level, your speaking pattern is amazingly improved. Please share your quote in the chat as well.
Sure, Kiran, I'll do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charanjit. So we'll move to the next speaker, Jiju, Girija Jiju. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Hi Kiran.
Just a second, let me
Hi everyone.
spotlight you. Ah,
Yeah. So many of us have heard many times in our lifetime in the newspapers and media that company executives complaining we don't have enough talent in our company, and but when they recruit, they pass through a lot of selection process like interviews, multiple rounds of interviews. Obviously, people are talented, but when they say
it's not audible. Gigi, you are muted.
Not audible.
Yeah. I think he must have lost a network.
Jim Maxwell has covered that in his book.
Gigi, your voice is breaking. Just a second. Guys, my voice is clear, right?
Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and I'm going to speak on the lesson number 2. That is nothing but the financial literacy. Okay, so Robert, whenever he Robert Kiyosaki, when he became the rich, okay, so many of the times he given a speech, and many people come to him and ask him like how how to earn the money, but he was very amazed to not a single person asking that how to spend money wisely that will help you to grow rich. So most of the time what I'll just give example of mine. So whenever I started my job, and I was earning quite uh, quite good amount of salary that time. Okay, that time I thought why should not buy a home. Okay, but buying a home at that time, it was like I need to get a lot amount of loan that time. So I thought it's okay if my home's value is going to raise, so that's okay. I'm okay to pay the EMIs, even the interest subsequently which are going to be paid at that time. Okay, but when I went through this financial literacy chapter, okay, so what I understood is that whatever I thought at the time of my buying my home, that was literally wrong. How, that I will explain you. Okay, so uh, when I bought a home, I was just around 2-3 years of experience, so I was not thinking much. I had uh, means I'll say I could have took many very much good decisions at that time, but I took two decision to buy a home with a lot bigger amount of loan. Okay, so what happened at that time is that when the loan EMI are started, okay, so what I was thinking like how will I pay this loan EMIs every month. Okay, so that amount was very big, and I was thinking into that direction only. Every time, every month, I was just waiting for my salary to come, and I was just looking at my EMIs are going like that. Okay, so to pay those EMIs, I was into the rat race. Every month salary will come and money will go in the EMIs only. Okay, but now when we think that the home or buying a home or something like a car on the loan, it is not really a asset. I talk to many of the people while buying a car as well. Okay, so many people saying car is not a car is a asset, but which kind of asset? It is a depreciating asset. Okay, but whenever we say car, so ultimately every month it is the money is going out of my pocket, and I'm not going to earn anything. How he is going to say that it is an asset? Maybe it's depreciating or appreciating, something like that. So it is not a kind of asset. It is just a liability to me that I need to pay every month. That is not going to I'm not going to earn anything, and that is not going to help me out of that. Means, so you need to understand what the assets and liabilities are. Okay, so most of the time when we say about the poor people, they don't have assets and liabilities column. They just earn and they just expense. In case of middle class people, they earn, they think that I have assets like car and home, they which they buy on the home loan or car loan or something credit card loans they have. That is nothing. That is nothing but our liabilities. They are into the misunderstanding that they have the assets, but that is not the truth. So we need to be. So there is a one quote that I just wanted to read out. A person can be highly educated, professionally successful, but financially illiterate, like me, like I was there. So I just admit that. So that's it. I just wanted to say thank you very much.
Amazing, Prakash. Trust me, it is very, very difficult to admit what you admitted. Trust me, in my experience, I have seen hardly people come in public to tell you know, I did a bigger blunder in my life when it comes to financial decision, and it is not at all easy. I know people who find difficulty in telling their insecurities or telling their mistakes. They will connect what Prakash has done, because what you have told is absolutely truth. And as well as people don't accept it because they want to hide कि लोगों को अपना failure बनाना बोलना पसंद नहीं है. So in my college, what happened, I think in my IIT college, in my third or fourth year, there was an elective subject called space dynamics. I was in aerospace or something. Space dynamics, some subject was there, and the professor was so बोलते हैं ना खुंदस थी मेरे ऊपर. And I went to Germany at that time. I bunked his classes, and when I came, he used to tell me कि किरण और जाना ना तुम्हें जर्मनी जाओ. So, and I didn't score much well in his subject, and he literally failed me. Okay. And I was tremendous turmoil. यार अब क्या करूंगा, फेल में लाइफ में कभी हुआ ही नहीं, अब कैसे होगा, क्या मुंह दिखाऊंगा, फिर सोसाइटी को क्या बताऊंगा, ऐसे इतने सारे ख्यालात आ रहे थे. एंड देन फाइनली व्हाट आई डिड, मैंने प्रॉफ को पूछा कि सर व्हाट टू डू, अब मुझे कुछ तो जुगाड़ बताओ यार, आई कांट सी फेलियर इन माय सर्टिफिकेट. तो उन्होंने बोला कि ओनली वन ऑप्शन इज देयर, either you take the subject again or you choose another subject. तो मेरे पास ऑप्शन ये था कि आई हैव टू टेक वन मोर सब्जेक्ट इन माय नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर एंड क्लियर दैट आउट. एंड जस्ट टू अवॉइड दैट फेलियर, एफ वाला जो ग्रेड है ना मेरे, वो आना नहीं चाहिए, उसके लिए बस मैंने एक एक्स्ट्रा सब्जेक्ट लिया. एंड आई टुक इन माय आई थिंक 7th or 8th सेमेस्टर में आई टुक दैट सब्जेक्ट एंड क्लियर्ड दैट सब्जेक्ट, एंड दिस सब्जेक्ट वेंट ऑफ. एंड हार्डली किसी को पता भी है इसके बारे में, क्योंकि यू वोंट इवन फाइंड इन माय डिग्री. But actually I failed in that subject, and it is so torturing to me. I can't even forget that incident. And now that is one of the incidents for my life. But Prakash, you sharing this is a very big thing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Prakash, for sharing. Great.
Thank you.
So we'll move to the next speaker. Mahima, you can go ahead.
Yes, hi Kiran.
Yeah. Well, spotlight. Yeah. Good, Mahima. You're in your spotlight now. I think there's a network issue.
So good evening, everyone.
Mahima, your voice is breaking up.
I have been reading Think and Grow Rich. Should I start? My network.
Yes,
Am I audible now?
Yeah, now it is better.
Okay, so I have been reading Autosuggestion, which is the third chapter of Think and Grow Rich. Now, autosuggestion is a very simple concept, but it, according to me, is the essence of the entire book. What autosuggestion basically means is self-suggestion. So how it basically works is, now there are two parts of your brain. One is the conscious and the other part is the subconscious part. So your conscious part generally perceives 5 different senses, which is your taste, sense of feel, your touch and smell, and your sight. Whenever you see something that actually influences or impacts you, the conscious part of your mind sends that to the subconscious part. So there are a lot of things that you see throughout the day, throughout the week, but it doesn't impact you in such a way that you think about it later. But few things that you see actually create such an impact on your subconscious mind that your brain starts getting influenced and then starts acting upon it. That is basically how the mind actually works. Now, what happens over here is, there has to be a way in which you can align your conscious thoughts to your subconscious mind, because what your subconscious mind does tries to give your conscious mind ideas as to how to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So let's take a very simple example of earning money. if you want to earn money, your conscious mind will keep telling that it does want to earn it, but your subconscious mind is the one that actually gives ideas and techniques as to how to actually earn the money you want. So there are mainly 3 tips that need to be followed here. The first tip to actually make sure that your conscious and subconscious mind are aligned, the first tip is to write down the desire that you have. So if you write down the desire and you read it out to yourself every day, and you have to imagine that the desire that you have written down is something that you are already in possession of. So imagine it in such a way that you already have something, and you are just basically telling your subconscious mind, giving it ideas as to how to achieve it. So that is your first point. Second thing is to have faith in it. You can't keep telling your mind something if your subconscious mind itself is not believing in it, then your subconscious mind will not take any influence out of it. So you have to keep having faith in what you are telling yourself. And the third thing is keep repeating. So it's like giving instructions to a small child. A child, if you tell one thing to that child the first time, they will listen, they will not take it seriously. You have to keep repeating 5 times, 10 times until the child starts understanding what you're trying to say. That's exactly how you need to keep telling thoughts to your mind as well. If you keep telling your mind something that you want and make your mind believe that what you want can be achieved, then your subconscious mind will try to make sure that it gets influenced and it starts getting ideas as to how to achieve what you want. So basically, what this chapter is trying to tell you is that your brain is actually one of the most powerful things in the entire universe. You don't require money, you don't require even talent, you don't require resources, help, anything. All you require is faith to believe that what you want can be achieved, and all you have to tell yourself is that this is possible, and your subconscious mind will in a way find out ways to make sure that your resources, your talent, and whatever you have around you can be aligned to get what you actually want. So that is basically the essence of autosuggestion. If everyone just reads this chapter and understands the entire points that the author is trying to make, I think you will understand the entire essence of the book, and this is enough to make you achieve at least some sort of courage and belief in yourself that you can reach towards your goals.
Awesome, Mahima. I think amazing, crisp talk you shared. Autosuggestion and on time. The best part is that you spoke on time. Dot. Superb.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahima. I think people who have read Desire chapter, Autosuggestion and Desire is quite connected. And in a lot of people, when I was in Bharat Supra's book club also, people have doubt कि Desire chapter talks about money. कि आपको इतना पैसा चाहिए तो इतना आप लिखो, 1 करोड़ चाहिए तो 1 करोड़ लिखो, तभी आपका पैसा आएगा. And many people tell me कि किरण अगर पैसा ही लिखना है तो उसमें emotions कैसा आएगा? I'm not able to bring emotions out of money. And we educate people कि don't run after money, but then in Desire chapter money is there. So what is the main crux there? What is understanding? And even I had the similar kind of doubt. In the Desire chapter, it is talking all about money. Write 6 steps, how much money you want, repeat it every single day, 3 times in a day, and then apply auto-suggestion in that particular aspect so that you can make that 1 crore or 2 crore of money which you write it down specifically. And when I talked to Vijay, something amazing I found out. And that is when I realized why Vijay promotes to create your wheel of life. Because अगर अपने आप एक चीज होता है something called dream MRP. If you write all of your dreams and aspirations, just like your restaurant menu card, आपके हर एक डिशेस के साइड में एक प्राइस होता है. अगर मुझे चिकन बिरयानी चाहिए तो 260 रुपीज, अगर मुझे सूप चाहिए तो मुझे 60-70 रुपीज पे करना है. So every dishes will have some price. Similarly, when we start thinking about our dreams and aspiration, every dreams and aspiration will have a price, and the price will be in terms of money and time both. अगर मुझे एक अच्छा सा घर चाहिए, लेट्स से मुझे 3 BHK घर चाहिए बैंगलोर में डिसेंट लाइफस्टाइल के लिए, तो मेरे पास एटलीस्ट 1 करोड़ पैसा होना चाहिए. एंड उसके लिए टाइम भी चाहिए, मे भी 2-3 साल टाइम भी चाहिए. या फिर अगर मुझे लेट्स से एक खुद की कंपनी खोलनी है, या फिर मुझे एक एनजीओ खोलना है, या फिर मुझे यार चैरिटी करना है, आई वांट टू टीच अंडर प्रिविलेज्ड किड्स, और आई कांट लीव माय जॉब. इसका मतलब मुझे उसके लिए टाइम भी चाहिए, पैसा भी चाहिए. सो द मोमेंट आई राइट इट डाउन द एमआरपी ऑफ माय ड्रीम्स, व्हेन यू ऐड दैट अप, दैट इज व्हेन द रियल मनी विल कम. जब मैंने अपना ऐड किया, मेरा ड्रीम घर का, आई टेल यू ऑनेस्टली, द प्राइस ऑफ माय ड्रीम होम is around $5.98 million, and architect of the home is Brian Foster, and he designed Sylvester Stallone अगर आप जानते हो एक्टर को, he designed his home. And I have a bigger, मतलब पागलों की तरह मैंने ड्रीम किया. मुझे कोई मेंटर ने बोला था कि किरण अगर सपना सोचना ही तो छोटा क्यों सोचना है, बड़ा सोच के रखो यार, सच हो गया तो अच्छी बात है. तो चलो अगर बड़ा ही सोचना है तो अच्छा ही सोचना है, सोच लेते हैं. तो $5.98 million बस एक घर का प्राइस है. If I convert that into crores, it is coming how much? $7 million into 70 कर लो. So it will be close to maybe more than 20 to 30 crores, right? Maybe कितना आ रहा है इसका? 7 million into 70 is how much? 15 crores, क्या? In 15 to 20 crores आएगा. तो just a home is itself is 20 crores. Now वो तो बाकी सब तो भूल जाओ. पूरा जब मैं ऐड करता हूँ तो मेरा मिनिमम ड्रीम का जो साइज आ रहा है इट इज मिनिमम 50 crores. द मोमेंट आई ऐड दिस, मुझे पता चल गया भाई जो मुझे डिजायर है उसका तो भाई प्राइस बहुत ज्यादा ही एक्सपेंसिव है, तो मुझे कुछ ना कुछ तो जुगाड़ करना पड़ेगा. एंड दैट इज व्हेन द डिजायर, द चैप्टर फर्स्ट टॉक्स अबाउट दैट. If you don't have your desire, burning desire, what you really want, you cannot materialize into your time and money factor. फिर अचीव करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाए, क्योंकि ऑटो सजेशन तभी काम करेगा जब हमारे अंदर ना जुनून आएगा, जुनून, पागलों की तरह, ऑब्सेशन. That is what it is. Thank you, Mahima, for sharing up. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker. Jiju, you can go ahead.
Yeah. As Kiran mentioned, we have a lot of strengths, but when we compare with the actuals, do you think our talent will be sufficient enough to help us to acquire our dreams? No. But what else is required to achieve our dreams? John Maxwell answers those questions through a book called Talent is Not Enough. So the first thing that we require is belief. As Mahima mentioned, belief. So what you are doing and what you are capable of doing, the difference is the belief. So believe in yourself and will do better. Second is passion. Passion is the extra fuel that will help you going to the extra mile when things don't work out or things require for putting an extra effort. Third is initiative. We make a lot of plans, but we need to start somewhere, start thinking, start taking action. So we need to take initiatives for each of our plans. Fourth is focus. Suppose there is a flock of birds and you want to kill all those birds in one shot. You can't. So you have to take one bird at a time. Then the count will increase. So we need to be focused. Fifth is preparation. So we have heard the story of South Pole discovery, but there are two teams who started for the South Pole discovery. But in the book of history, only the name of one team is there. And the difference between the two teams is the preparation. The second team started late, but they prepared well. That's why they won. So preparation is the key. Sixth is practice. For excelling at anything, as most of you know, we need at least 10,000 hours of practice for anything new. So practice is also a key factor. Seventh is perseverance. So we have done all those things. We started, but somewhere in between the line, we might fail also. So what is the point of difference between failure and success is the perseverance. We have heard the story of 3 feet away from goal. Just the difference between the failure and success is some extra few times, some extra perseverance that are required to achieve our dreams. Then 8 is courage. So there will be a lot of enemy lines and obstacles in the journey of our success. So we need to have courage to break through this. Then 9th is reachability. As most of the people might think you as a skilled and talented person, but as you know, there is a lot of things to learn. So you should be open enough for coaching and learning. 10th is character. Character is the thread that holds all of these things. As Bhagavad Gita says, Vidya dadati vinaya yati patrakam patraka dhanam apnati dhara dharma tata sukham. So even if you have all these things, but you don't have the good character, you cannot hold these things together. So that is the basis. 11th is the relationship. Be good to the people around you. 12th is responsibility. Take matters in your hand when things don't go as per your plan, and turn the ship around. 13 is teamwork. I have got gaps. My partner has got gaps, but together we don't have any gaps. So as a team, you might individually have some gaps, but as a team, you will not have any gaps. So that will help you to achieve all these goals. So these are the all parameters required to achieve this goal. To summarize, I'll put these points. belief, passion, initiative, focus, preparation, practice, perseverance, courage, teachability, character, relationships, responsibility, and teamwork. Talent is only the beginning. These will take you to the end. Thank you.
Awesome. Great sharing, Jiju. I think the points are super amazing. Do share that snapshot in the group, or you share it to me. I'll just forward that into book club group. People can use that. Superbly shared. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Rohit, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Myself, Rohit. And today I will be sharing one quote. Then I will start my topic. And this quote is not related to my topic, but is somehow I just learned about it. So the quote goes like this: "What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean." Okay. So this thing we should keep in mind to learn anything or to share anything. Like we all are sharing ideas and thoughts. So we should keep doing that because we only know the drop, right? We yet to learn about the ocean. Okay, so I'll start my without wasting any time. I'll start my topic for today. That is for the topic is a phenomena called tragedy of the commons. Okay, that is basically what we all share, what we all face. So this is about that. In 1833, there was one British economist. He shared this idea, this essay, that there is a tragedy that we all face collectively. So he gave one example. Let's say there are some resources in our earth or in our society or we have, but we all are sharing and we all are exploiting those resources according to our needs and greeds. Okay, but we are not caring about other people, how other can be affected by those exploitation, right? So let's say there is one example. There is one fish pond. There are let's say 8 fishes are there, and every night those eight fishes are getting double. That means they are becoming number 16. So let's say there are 4 villagers. If they take one fish each, then next day those fish will be 4 plus 4 8, right? Let's say one of the villager, if he takes more than one fish, then next day there will be 6 fishes, because 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, and next day it will be 4 and 2 and 1, like that. So if one of them is greedy and one of them is not understanding what their greed can affect other people, then one day all are going to starve or all are going to face this common tragedy, right? So this is the perfect example where he exploit. He explained this exploitation of the resources. We are also facing this kind of problem in our India also, like especially in Bangalore. Police in Bangalore, they know how traffic can affect their life, right? So everybody is greedy. Like I will go in my own car. I will not use the public transport, but they are not bothering about the this traffic, and they are not bothering about the pollution. But someday this pollution, this traffic is going to affect their children, right? After some time, after 20 or 30 years from now, it is going to affect our future generations, right? So this is what we are facing here. There are a couple of solutions for that. There is there is one solution from there is one author, Elinor Ostrom. He won a Nobel Prize for economics in 2009. She explained this idea, and she also given one solution to this idea in her book. Book name is Governing the Commons. So you can read that book, or maybe next week I will share this idea. I will also share this solution with you guys. But as of now, we need to understand that why we are facing this problem, why we are having this problem in our life, because we are greedy. As there is one quote, as Mahatma Gandhi said that earth has enough for everyone's need, but earth doesn't have enough for everyone's greed. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, Rohit. Very powerful quote to end with. Please, share the quotes in the chat and group as well. It will be really helpful for documenting.
Yeah, I'll share. Thanks. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Guys, is anyone new here with us? I don't think, right? I think everyone is introduced once. If anyone is new, do message me, or you can unmute and share. Meanwhile, we can go to the next speakers. We're pretty exciting speakers ahead. Karthik, you can go ahead.
Here, you able to hear me?
Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. So, hi guys, this is Karthik. Today I'm going to share about a book from one of John C. Maxwell's book, Developing the Leader Within You. So, I'm going to share only about one chapter from the book. I'll just share my screen as well. So, hope you are able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one chapter which I'm going to talk about is most appreciable asset. We know real estate, we know other assets, money, car assets, how appreciable they are. But what John C. Maxwell tells is the most appreciable asset, more than the real estate, is the people asset. So we need to know like why we have to, knowing this fact, uh, like how we can develop people and become a good leader. So we have so many notions about leadership and what is a leader. So if you see, to know how to do a job is accomplishment of labor. To be available to tell others is accomplishment of a teacher. To inspire others to do a better work is about accomplishment of management. But to be able to do all the three is a accomplishment of a true leader. So knowing this fact, there are some principles which we need to know on how to what are involved in this people development. So I'll go these things which are in green one by one. So coming to the first topic about the right assumptions, what people think. See, everyone wants to feel worthwhile. Everyone wants to know about know that. There is a one point about Napoleon Bonaparte, which the author tells. He knows about the family of every soldier in his army. So whenever he is in the camp, he just visits everybody, every soldier, and talks about his family. It feels like a good thing, right? We need to be feel worthwhile. Everyone needs a response to encouragement. See, we need to know where people are. But if that is not good, we should not talk about that and discourage them. We need to see where they should go and accordingly help them. People buy into the leader before they buy into his or leadership. So if you want to pull the authority, like it doesn't go by authority, it comes from relationship. So you need to put the loyalty down, and so that you get the loyalty up. Most people do not know how to be successful. People think success is luck or something like that. See, the preparation meets opportunity, and people need to know if the leader is really successful, and obviously the leader proves it, they'll definitely follow him. Most people are naturally motivated. See, if you go back to our school days, initially when the new year starts, we will be very excited about getting new books and new bag and all that, right? But over a course of time, we will lose that. So every time after we start, in the course of time, we need certain motivation. So how does it, what does actually motivate people and what demotivates people? Significant contributions, goal participation. See, like we all know that what is the PIM's motive, what is Vijay's vision to impact 1 lakh professionals this year. So we are in it with these contributions and participation. But I want to contribute also from my side to be with him. And positive dissatisfaction, we are happy where we are, but we want to go somewhere else. It's a positive dissatisfaction. Recognition. So every human beings obviously likes to be recognized. And clear expectations. What is the expectation of the company? What is the expectation of me, from me? How does my contribution helps in developing the company? If we need to know the clear expectations from us. And what demotivates people, don't belittle anyone. So if you want to criticize people, do it in private. You need to be in generic, don't manipulate. You need to be honest, and there should be trust in the relationship. If you want to give one critic, you need to give 9 compliments. Don't be insensitive. Put priority to the people, and don't discourage personal growth. Give a good environment and the situation for people to grow. So these are main things which I wanted to cover. Ask them the right questions about how they want, how they listen. Give them 2 statements like if their contribution really or is needed, tell them that. Otherwise, it will be like discouragement. So we need to develop their strengths, work with their strengths more than the weakness, and we need to see the people are to be valued. So we need to give right assistance also to people. And this is all wanted to share. And this is about John C. Maxwell. The leadership is not about titles, positions. It's about one life influencing other. This is what we wanted to share.
Amazing, Karthik. As usual, you rock with your presentations. Do share your presentation in the group. That'll really help other people to really document the wonderful learnings you shared. Great. So, Sahana, you can go ahead. Next.
I'm audible, right?
Yeah, you're clear.
So, hi everyone. Welcome to the book club. It's good evening, actually, when we meet up like this. So great. I just want to give this one example. So, assume you're in a beautiful park where there's a huge lake with a lot of lotuses, like white and pink, and there are trees around, and the sun is setting, and you're jogging on the walk pathway. Isn't it beautiful? I guess I definitely visualized the whole scene while I was while I was narrating. I also assume that you would also have done the same thing from your side. So the author tells about this book, Magic of Believing, by Claude Bristol. So he says that visualization has a power. So while I was selling this, definitely majority of you would have visualized. So that has a power. When it has a powerful impact, we need to think positive ones. So like Mahima was sharing, she was talking about some things that we give our subconscious mind. So subconscious mind is a very powerful one, and we just need to make up our mind and believe it. To it's this the updated version of what Mahima shared. So we need to believe that whatever we are visualizing is something that is going to happen. So if we want something that is going to happen, that means it has to be filled with positivity. There should be no room for negative ones. So that is positivity brings series of happenings that will be interconnected and gives a good vibration. And our thoughts determine everything, actually. So the author was talking about seasickness, and we had a personal experience. We were traveling back from Havelock to Port Blair when we were in Andaman, and so there were high tides when we were coming back from the cruise, and the obviously the humps and bumps will be more while we are traveling in the cruise, and immediately the crew members started passing on covers so people don't feel pukish, or even if they feel pukish, they can not dirty it around. So we had an uncle who was sitting next to us, and he was trying to puke, although he was not feeling, because the surrounding was like that, and he kept thinking about it, and finally he did it. We were the only two people who did not even think about it. Basically, we diverted our mind completely from the situation. We knew it was negative, we did not think about it, and we were the only two people who walked out of the cruise very safe. So that's the power of power of things that we feed to our subconscious mind. So sometimes it happens, right, when we receive a very early morning call or a very late night call, we immediately, the thing that strikes to our mind is something negative. So that is something that we need to program and change it. And we need to focus on our thoughts, because that's what we attract. We having a picture around us of what we want or how we want to be. Like Kiran was sharing that he wants a big home. I'm sure he has a picture of the dream home that he is wanting in his room. So yeah, I think the best example again is Ranveer Singh. He wanted to become a great actor, and he had Shah Rukh Khan's poster on his door, and he kept visualizing it. So that's the magic in believing. So just one last quote is, by the magic of believing, is you can obtain what you picture in your mind's eye. So our mind's eye had so many things, so we put it up in our room, and I just wanted to show that. Yeah, so these are the things. He wanted a dream home, so we had a dream home picture, and I love traveling. So and Paris is my destination place that I want to. So that's there, and there's travel. There's how we want the whole home to be. So that was the picturesque thing that we want to do. We wanted to put up. So we still have so many things that we want to share and do it. So I think it's better we start visualizing things in the most positive way and put it up in a picture that we see it on a daily basis, and keep speaking to ourselves that this is what I want to be, or this is what I want to give out, like to the universe as a vibration. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Amazing, amazing, Sahana. It is simply priceless and speechless. The way you talk today, I really enjoyed it, because you started with imagining, giving people thought of imagining, and that is a very good art of communicating. You put up information so that people can visualize, and then you took it to your own personal story, and then finally you ended with your visualization, and you showed what you are doing to improve your visualization. You're feeding a lot of thoughts or aspirations. Amazing. I think this is one of the best talk I have heard of yours.
Oh,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Great, yeah, great sharing. So we'll move to the next speaker. Yeah, guys, in case I miss out anyone, please unmute and introduce yourself. If anyone I missed out for introduction, I think everyone must have already introduced. Great. Bhushan, you'll go next. Bhushan, can you hear me?
Yes, Kiran.
फीडबैक हो रहा है.
हेलो.
फीडबैक हो रहा है, आपको शायद दूसरा फोन को बंद करना पड़ेगा.
हेलो.
हाँ हाँ. Yeah, Bhushan, I think you're okay. हाँ, better. Go ahead.
Okay. So hi everyone, myself Bhushan, and today I will talk about a topic from the book Attitude is Everything. So topic is stop complaining. So author says ki stop complaining is the part of our life. We always complain to the people or time or situation. If things goes bad, if anything happens good, so credit goes to me. So that's how our nature is like. Okay. So complaining. So what is the disadvantage of the complaining? Actually, we can complain easily. So first disadvantage is like people don't like you. Okay, because everyone have their own challenges, their own problem in life, and if and they are coming with us because we try to solve their problem. So if we talk about our problem, nobody is interested to listen to me, and people don't like me. If people don't like me, I cannot go ahead. I will not become a good leader. Okay, so I have to I have to try to solve problem others instead of complaining. Second thing is like self-pity. So self-pity is the like when we think I am a weak, when we complain and take blame everything to the situation of the people. So I think we think we are the weak. I could not do this. That's why I mean I'm not, I could not do this actually. Sorry. So self-pity, our self-image goes down because I started to believing myself that I am the weak. That's why I could not do. Okay, so that once our self-image goes down, my attitude get changed, and I would not have that self-image to fight for any challenge. So these are the two things of the disadvantage of the complaining. Okay, so as author says is like take everything as a challenge, because life is all about the fight, and take the responsibility. Don't complain others. Whatever's happened because of me. So take as a responsibility and start the counting your blessing. We have so many things in our life, but we forget whatever we have, and we are looking to others, what others have. So that is the problem. So when we start counting our blessing, so we'll get to know we have so many things which other people don't have. So start, don't complain, take responsibility, and start counting your blessing, and try to help others' problem instead of complaining. Thank you very much.
Amazing. I mean, I'm so happy actually. All of you are becoming so amazing speakers. Even I get goosebumps listening to all of you. So happy. I mean, I heard Bhushan 2 years back. Now I'm hearing he's like speaking like professional speaker, and superbly spoken, Bhushan. Great. So I think there was a saying Akshay, one of my coach, told कि how to be happily discontent. Because अगर आप content हो जाओगे तो फिर आपको भूख ही नहीं लगेगी. अगर भूख नहीं लगेगी तो आप आगे कैसे बढ़ोगे? But ज्यादा ही अगर आप भूखे रहोगे तो complain करोगे मेरे पास ये नहीं, and then you'll crib. Then when you crib, again you'll attract negative energy in your mind, and then you won't achieve your dreams. So how to overcome that? I think one of Akshay once told me, Kiran, if you really want to become successful and be happy of whatever journey you're having, you be happily dissatisfied. Okay, happily dissatisfied. Dissatisfied because you know your potential is very much, you're not using your ultimate potential, and you're not going ahead in your life still what you wanted to achieve, so you're dissatisfied with that, but you're always happy कि भगवान ने जो भी दिया है वो तो इतना तो मुझे दिया है ना, whatever God has given, it is too much, and I'm really grateful for that. तो भूषण, आपका पूरा summary talk मुझे तो यही दिमाग में याद आया, and really thank you so much for sharing your topic. Amazing. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker. Anu, you'll be speaking. Anu है क्या भूषण पास में? Feedback. Achha, no issues. So Karthik, if you can spotlight me, you can spotlight me. I'll go next then.
Yeah, you're spotlighted. Yeah.
I'm spotlight?
Yeah.
You're always in the spot.
you guys do that for me. Thank you so much, guys. Last time, if you remember, I asked a question: how to have a good day, and what is a good day, feels like. And
Kiran, I guess you need to keep your camera a little lower. Your face is almost half. Yeah, this is better.
Now,
yeah.
Just a second. Okay, fine. Great. Is it audible now? Better?
Yeah, perfect, Kiran.
Okay, perfect. So I hear some disturbances. Is my mine or fine. So अगर आपको याद होगा, last time मैंने पूछा था एक question कि एक अच्छा दिन कैसा दिखता है? How does a good day look like? And you all gave multiple answers, and everywhere, every answer was interconnected, and they were interchangeably right as well. And people who have attended last week's Vijay's talk, fortunately, I would say luckily, or I feel sometimes blessed कि Vijay is talking the same thing which I was supposed to talk. मुझे लगता है कि चलो यार उनका आशीर्वाद कुछ तो है. And Vijay exactly covered कि what kind of error we do and we miss out to have a good day. So I won't cover that for you today because already Vijay has covered. If you have not listened to that, get hold of the recording of last week and you will exactly know in detail where do we miss out. So I'll just give a very decent snapshot so that you all can connect with that, and I'll go to the daily dozen of your day. If you can really apply this daily dozen, and daily dozen means 12 practices in daily basis, then your life will create a drastic effect and you will have a navigation for your life कि यार मैं आज उस जगह में जहाँ जाना चाहता था वो जा पा रहा हूँ कि नहीं. So Vijay told, the author of the book is again John C. Maxwell. So there's a book called Today Matters, this book. So इस book में कुछ points दिए हुए थे. So there are a lot of misconception when it comes to success. And when I say misconception, books में बहुत सारे points दिए. One of the point is people believe that success is impossible, so we criticize it. And people believe success is mystical, so we search for it. People believe success comes from luck, so we hope for it. People believe success is productivity, so we work for it. People believe success comes from an opportunity, so we wait for it. People believe success comes from leverage, we power for it. People believe success comes from connections, so we network for it. People believe success comes from recognition, so we strive for it. And finally, people believe success is an event, so we schedule it. And these are the myths. Trust me, the moment I read this points and when Vijay shared, I could really relate. So many clutter were there in mind. And I was thinking so bad. Mera definition of success was also already flawed. And pura, जैसे बोलते हैं ना कूड़ा दान साफ करते हैं वैसे मेरा दिमाग साफ हो गया. And that is when I read this book again and again, I found amazing daily dozen. अगर आप ये 12 चीज अपने daily basis में आप अगर take care कर लोगे, and that is when you will navigate your life to a success. So what are the daily dozen? So you can write it down if you have your pen and paper. The first point every single day is attitude. Choose and display the right attitudes daily. Now, when you say attitude, definitely if your attitude is not better, imagine करो आपके corporate में एक बंदे का attitude बहुत अच्छा है और technical skills wise they all are similar. Then the attitude which is better, definitely you will choose the person who has better attitude, right? So attitude, you have to manage your attitude on a daily basis. So the first point is attitude. Second is priorities. Determine and act upon important priorities in a daily to daily basis. Now, if you want to answer what kind of priorities you might have in your life, you need to again dig deep into it, maybe talk one-on-one, maybe talk with me or anyone whom you feel comfortable, and set your priorities right so that in every day you follow those priorities. The third is definitely everyone would agree with me is health. And health is something जो हमको compound effect की तरह दिखता है कि initially हम लोग टेक केयर नहीं करते बट 20 साल 25 साल मे बी 15 साल के बाद हमको इफेक्ट पता चलता है. एंड दैट इज व्हेन आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल कि यार PIM में देयर इज आल्सो हेल्थ कम्युनिटी, देयर इज आल्सो अ कम्युनिटी व्हिच वर्क्स ऑन माय एटीट्यूड एंड इट आल्सो कीप्स मी एंगेज्ड व्हेन आई हैव टू मैनेज माय प्रायोरिटीज. सो हेल्थ, एटीट्यूड एंड प्रायोरिटीज is again the three important factor you need to look after daily. Fourth is family. What is family? You have to communicate with and care for your family daily. Trust me, guys, this is one of the most weakest area, I believe. Maybe it was maybe childhood upbringing or my mindset limitation you can call. ये एक ऐसा पॉइंट है जो मुझे बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट लगता था कनेक्ट करने के लिए. And because again of this association, I am learning all these principles, how I can communicate with and communicate better, and so that grow my relationship with my family much better in a daily to daily basis. So this is one of my very improvement area for myself. Another is thinking. Practice and develop good thinking daily. How many of you actually every single day take maybe 5 minutes of break and start thinking about your life, maybe imagining maybe ideas, or thinking about your work which you're working, maybe stretching your thoughts and believe कि did I do something different today? So thinking is a very crucial aspect, because कभी-कभी हम लोग काम कर जाते हैं without thinking, because हमारा body habituated हो जाता है कुछ चीजों को automatically करने के लिए. So this is again one of the most crucial factor. Other thing is my personal favorite is commitment. We tell right कि when you're dating you're not committed, and you know when you're married you're committed. So your marriage doesn't work on only with love and other aspect of it, but if your commitment is proper, then automatically other aspect will fill the gap. Finances, definitely Prakash ने तो बहुत अच्छे से example दे ही दिया है. तो make and properly manage your rupees or your finances daily basis. Always be on toe in that. Other is faith. Again, the faith, Mahima already covered with auto-suggestion. Deepen and live out your faith in a daily basis. The 9th point is relationship. Relationship and family, again, it is interconnected. But when we say relationship, it talks about overall relationship with your family, your friends, your people who are working with closely, or your mastermind group. If you have a mastermind group of your own, then you need to make sure you have a good relationship. And I think John C. Maxwell also tells in 5 levels of leadership, the first level is permission. First level is positional. Second is permission. Permission level leadership is only possible when you build relationship. Your ideas, people will only like your ideas if they like you. अगर लोग आपको पसंद नहीं करेंगे तो आपके ideas को भी पसंद नहीं करेंगे. That is a fact. The other part is generosity, and this is a very deep term. And when you say practicing generosity in daily basis, here we need to be very grateful for whatever we have. Again, the topic which Bhushan covered, which covered fits into this generosity point in a very daily to daily basis as well. The 11th part is values. Definitely values are something which is very core intact. And I believe in our community, we have something called a very core value we have called don't mess with mess. So we tell don't mess with mess. Mess ka matlab, don't mess with anyone's money, ego, and spouse. And we believe it is some core value we inculcate, and that is how we attract people who we are. The moment we create a strong value system in our community, the community, when it grows in such bigger numbers, the strength of the community becomes so higher, and the bonding is also very, very strong. And finally, my personal favorite is growth. Seek and experience improvements on a daily to daily basis. आप सोच के देखिए daily basis में आप क्या चीज ऐसा कर रहे हो जो आपके skills और आपके dreams के तरफ आगे बढ़ रहा है. Are you putting some effort towards your dream? Are you growing daily? There's something called goal mindset and growth mindset. Goal mindset is definitely very, very powerful. But if you have a growth mindset, you can run the marathon for a longer period of time. And this is something I take inspiration personally from Vijay, because he has really empowered so many people to develop growth mindset. Because if growth mindset ka mind aa jata hai na, trust me, your sadness in your life will wash away dheere dheere karke, because every day is fun for you. Every day you're going something, every day you're learning something new towards your goal and towards your priorities. And that is where the joy of having a journey of life matters. So I hope I added some value, guys. तो आपको मैं last time बता रहा था कि how do you define your day in an effective way. These are the daily dozen, which again these books describe, and a lot of points resonates with me and experience of life and a lot of other successful people. So do look into these points and see what kind of priorities you set for yourself, so that every single day is a success for you. So thank you so much, guys. So this is my topic for today. Great. Awesome. So we'll move to the next speaker. Chachu, you'll go next.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chachu.
Good evening, everyone. Actually, for today, I haven't prepared anything, but after listening to the other people, like I got curiosity to share something about my experience, own experience. So as Kiran said, what the dream, his dream house, and what kind of bigger dream we can see. Actually, no, way back to 2008, when I came to Pune with a new job, I was not having anything. Okay, so just I started my new job and started working on that. Very few months it passed away, like 3-4 months or 5 months, like that. So in this, within 6 months of time, all of a sudden, I don't know how, my spouse started talking about buying a house. So I said, how can you dare to think of a house now? We have just started our new job, and we don't have anything, and maybe there are some loans also still going on. I didn't. In the beginning, I said that we cannot think of a house, because I never dream of a house, and the situation was not like that. And I didn't have enough money to go for a house, at least even in with loan also. So what happened? But it went to my subconscious mind. Though I said no, it went to my subconscious mind. And one day, like I thought, okay, fine. If she's saying that like that, there is nothing harm in giving an attempt. So start searching for it. What kind of house we can go for? What could be the budget? And from where money will come? These are all aspects. Initially, I just started the concept in mind. Okay, let's see if, what can we do. Normally, when what you do, like if someone gives some suggestions or some kind of proposals, we based on our situation, we don't go with a open-mindedness. But I don't know how that I just wanted to listen to her, and I listened to her with a open-mindedness, and that gave that open the way to think beyond my current capacity. Okay, so after that I started working on it. Okay, so I started evaluating the proposals. As I said, I started evaluating the proposals, and started working on the proposals. Gave priority, like on a daily basis, gave a priority to search for a house, work on the how can we get the house, and those things. I searched for different houses. What happened in a period of five months, in a next period of 3-4 months, everything got ready. Okay, I got the loan sanctioned. I got even the down payment also. I could arrange some way, like I never thought of. I arranged from different places. Some hand loan, some like I took help from my brother and all. So all this happened. Do you think like is it how it would have been possible in that way, in that particular situation? Hardly I have very few, like very small amount of money in my hand, and buying it 30 for 40 lakhs house during 2008. So my learning, like I could relate to what Kiran said, and that time I didn't have this kind of knowledge. I was not associated with any organization like a PIM. Okay, otherwise I would have, like how Kiran says, like he would have budgeted for for his dream for 50 crores. So that time at least I could have budgeted for 5 crores. Why not? And that kind of dream we never dare to dream. And even okay, at that time for me, that this buying a house option is also great thing. I could dream that much because someone gave me the proposal, and that proposal went to my subconscious mind, and I started working the same thing repeated every day. When the same concept, the same dream started repeating, and finally within very few time, like uh, in a 5 to 6 months, I got I got the house ready, and in 1 year I got the position also. And after that, okay, there are several other lessons we learned, whether I should have gone for a different kind of options or not. But normally, many times people give us some kind of proposals, and we don't, without open mindedness, we don't even listen to that, and we just discard the proposal, and we lose that opportunity as well. So I would request, like, to all the participants today, based on my learning, whatever I have, and so after that also, I had so much of other problems, and I could overcome those issues. And this is because I have heard, I have tried to, with open mindedness, I have tried to accept her proposal and worked on that. I would have, if I would have denied it, I would never have a house for me by now. So I just wanted to, all of a sudden I got connected to what Kiran said. So I said, why not to share my own experience?
Absolutely, Chachu. I think the best part is that अगर ऐसे association में रहने लग गए ना, for even if you are there in this kind of association for 6 months, even if your dreams are sleeping, they will wake up. They will wake up. Your dreams will tell, oh, I was only dreaming. I'm now awake. You have to awake. So if your dreams are sleeping, they will come back if you are there in this association, because it is a effect of association, right? Itna powerful effect hai. And in fact, if you really can come to the association of Vijay, personally, Vijay was someone I found in my whole life right now, जिनके पास जुनून है सपनों के लिए. बोलते ना जुनून, किसी को अगर प्यार करते तो ऐसे जुनून के साथ प्यार करो तो यार, you will get that lady back, or lady with you, or whatever it is. So similarly, if we don't have that kind of junoon for our aspirations and dreams, it is very difficult to bring that into reality. And in my life, I hardly find any real life a guy who had that kind of junoon for his dream, except yeah, definitely Kohli, Virat, wo to screen mein rehte hain, and we hardly meet them, we hardly know their personal life. But while meeting with Vijay, while spending time with him, I've seen him growing with my eyes open, and I only pray to God ki thank God I could attract, or I could attract someone like Vijay in my life, because he always keeps me on the toe in spite of having good degree and everything. Trust me यार, passion अगर नहीं है life में तो life पूरा meaningless लगता है. आपको लगता है कि मैं क्यों जी रहा हूँ यार, ऑलरेडी कोरोना तो आ ही गया, मुझे भी लेके चले जा भाई, सबको तो लेके जा रही है. ऐसे नेगेटिव थॉट्स आते रहते हैं. बट अगर एक बार आप किसी बंदे के साथ मिले and he has some junoon for something, ना, you will also get your junoon, because somewhere or other we all have some dreams in our life. It just has to awaken. It's like awaken the giant from Tony Robbins. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, again, one more just small point I would say. When I was working in that company, the project I was working, it's all the people of mind, my own the mind, similar minded people. Like as I said, no, we have the what is said. All the people in my team, one or other people, they started buying houses, flats during that time. Sorry. So again, that give me again kind of a kick to start. जैसे कि बोलते हैं ना कि सब लोग कर रहे हैं, चलो हमारा भी उसी उसमें फोर्स में हो जाएगा.
Correct.
इसलिए वो एसोसिएशन का इम्पोर्टेंस वही रहता है. अगर वैसा नहीं होता, हो सकता है कि मैं वो भी नहीं कर पाता.
True.
Again, is association again very much important.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, Chachu. I think we all are blessed now, and I think we are ending for today's talk. We hardly have 5 to 10 minutes. I have another very good question for you before I end, and again, you think on it. So this will be my next topic for all of you. So there are 5 C's 5 C's to pull your audience towards you? So I repeat the question. What are the 5 C's? What are the 5 C's to pull your audience? Question mark. You can see in the chat box. So if you have any ideas, do throw your ideas upon. क्या वो 5 क्या सी होने चाहिए जिससे आपके जो भी ऑडियंस है और आपके कोई फैन फॉलोइंग, you don't know, right? Everyone has some fan following in their life. Vijay tells everyone is a leader, even someone who is an introvert who doesn't speak to people, even he has influenced 20 to 30 people in his life. So how to identify that? So the question is, what are the 5 C's to pull your audience? So who can answer? Who can answer 1 or 2 C's? Anyone? It is basically will help you to build your brand, personal brand.
Hello.
Haan, Papa. Good.
It is create an eye contact, eye to eye contact.
Okay.
Create a sense of humor, so that audience, whatever you are giving lecture or whatever you are telling, will be very interesting, and
awesome.
audience will attract on you. They will take listen, interest on listening. And then it can be you can build your confidence to say some more, and the lesson will be very, very interesting.
Absolutely. So इसको थोड़ा next level पे लेके जाते हैं. So
I could think of 2 things. One is clarity, and second thing is like on the creativity on the speech what you're giving.
Okay. So Mahesh and what my dad told, it really helps. I think C's are very important there. I think Dinesh bhai told confidence, even that is very essential. आप ऐसे सोच के देखिए long term के लिए. Imagine when you're speaking, you will make an impact for, let's say, short term for 1 hour or half an hour or whatever it is. But my question to you is, what are the 5 C's which will help you to create that kind of consistent pull for almost 1 year, 2 year, or throughout your life? आप सोच के देखो. So now it doesn't even connect with only confidence or only what you guys telling, that clarity and everything. But those C's has to be strongest pillar, which will give you that kind of clarity, that kind of power, which will help your audience to be with you forever life. That is my question. How will you keep your audience with you forever? What are the 5 C's? So think about it. It's a very interesting topic, and I'm sure everyone will have their own perspective. That is the reason I asked. I think
maybe one key I could think like on a long term is what credit I get from that.
Okay, credit. Interesting. Rohit shared content, consistency, connect, clarity, credibility, communication. Wow, my dad, took my one key first C of my next topic, communication. That will be my next topic, first C. Great. What else? What are the next 2 to 3 C's? What? Collaboration. I think it's wonderful perspective. You're also absolutely right. Collaboration is also 1 C. Ab sochiye, think about it, and you make your 5 best C's, okay, which you believe ki this 5 C's will help you to build that brand forever in your life, which will help people to stick towards you. कि आगे जाके कुछ कंपनी हो ना हो, आपका कंपनी खुले ना खुले, लोग आपके साथ आपके लिए रहें, not for the company, not for the idea. So what kind of personality you would become? So this will be the next topic. So guys, if you have any other questions, you can ask. I think we're end of today's book club. I'm really happy, like all of you spoke really, really well. Karthik ne acha bola, Rohit also spoke really nicely. Charanjit had really improved a lot in his speaking pattern. And how to think creatively. Charanjit, आपका यही topic था ना? How to think creatively. That is amazing topic. Super topic.
All credit to you and this association.
Awesome.
मेरा topic थोड़ा हटके था. I don't know. I mean, people they were expecting something like that, but I was thinking to go something else. But then suddenly I changed the plan. कि यार ऐसा करते हैं, ये topic discuss करते हैं and see the audience reaction, how they react. I don't think I mean personally मुझे लग रहा है कि people have not got much of it. But
अरे assume मत करो. Rohit, assume मत करो.
No, I think like that. Okay, it's fine maybe. But I'll share the next part of it. I mean solution for this one, for which C won the Nobel Prize. मतलब उसने solution बताया. C wrote a book और 2009 में उसको इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए नोबेल प्राइज मिला, तो आप समझ सकते हैं कितनी बड़ी बात है. So then I will read the book, and मैंने book अभी पढ़ी नहीं है. Then I will share the solution what she has covered, what kind of solutions she has given to overcome this problem. Because आप पता है, आप बैंगलोर में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ट्रैफिक है, राइट? तो हम उससे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, राइट? तो how these commonality are affecting our life. Okay.
Absolutely wonderful, Rohit. You had a unique pinch of new ingredient in our book club today. New taste. Great.
Kiran,
Or in fact,
we have one person join newly, Sanjeev.
Go ahead. He can introduce. Sanjeev.
Hey, hi friends. My name is Sanjeev Reddy. I'm working as a software engineer in a role of project lead in CenturyLink Telecom Services. Karthik introduced to this book club. Thanks, Karthik, for that. I hear this from my brother Bhaskar Reddy, and
wow.
Actually, I joined this for my professional growth.
Sanjeev, your voice is breaking. I think it's breaking voice.
It's still breaking.
Sanjeev, your voice is breaking up. Maybe you can try joining again or something.
Now?
Still breaking.
Is it fine?
Now it's better. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So,
again broke. फिर से टूट गया.
Maybe he can put it in the chat.
Yeah. Sanjeev, why don't you share your learnings in the chat, whatever your experience are? Maybe next week we can again take you with a proper way. Pramod, you raised your hand. You want to share something, Pramod?
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Kiran. Actually, I joined a little bit late. Actually, I was traveling. So yeah, so it was amazing session. I think since you were asking, right, what are the 5 C's? I think so. I was thinking about one was your communication, your courage, clarity. I think Mahesh shared about having a better clarity or no. So I think probably in the next session we would like to see, and probably by next session even I would like to share some of the topic from one of the
Absolutely, Pramod. Wonderful. Great.
Sanjeev,
anyone else?
You want to try?
Sanjeev?
Yeah, is it fine now?
It is still breaking, Sanjeev, in between. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, probably you can share it in the chat.
Yeah. It's breaking up.
Yeah, I'll share in chat.
Okay, perfect. So guys, people who are new, there's another question for you. So if people who have started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, there is a small crux of the book and there's a moral of it. I asked everyone this question because Vijay asked me, and I realized even it was very difficult for me to find that moral of the book. So Rich Dad Poor Dad, we recommended 5 chapters. Uske 5 chapters ka pura saransh, the whole summary of that 5 chapter is in 2 words. Now, if you can really find the 2 words, message me personally. I will tell you whether it is right or wrong. And if you can find these 2 words, trust me, it is something like your wavelength, mine, or Vijay's, or people who are already financially very, very successful. You're matching their wavelength. It's like you're running your wavelength in 93.5 FM, not 91.1 or something like that. So do work on that because it is a pretty interesting summary of the book. And many people get distracted with a lot of other things when the book speaks about. And it could be a little confusing as well. But it is a very interesting book to start with, as Prakash also mentioned today. Great. So if anyone has any doubt, you can ask. We have maybe 1 or 2 minutes left, or else we can end it. Anything you want to share, or you want to share any excitement, anything is fine. Anyone?
Yeah, I would like to say, this was my first session, so I liked it, and it was very, I have never came across such group recently. So thanks, Karthik, and all of you for having me here.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Abdul.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for sharing your excitement here. So just to end with, people who want to contribute, you have to speak your learnings to 3 more people. It could be a quote, it could be your learning, anything you like about today's session. Only when you speak to 3 more people, it will duplicate, multiply, and you'll also learn to the next level. So this is what I wanted to end, and let's meet next week. And I think that this weekend will be an amazing session. What Vijay will be covering on change. He'll be continuing the topic what Vijay started last week. So people who have never attended it, do try to attend at least 1 or 2 sessions of PIM, because that is the real brain of creativity, the brain of impacting society using PIM and using all of our efforts comes into the picture, because we all are pumped up for all of impact which we are making in people's life. And till then, good night. Thank you so much, guys.
Share the
Good night,
Telegram book
Kiran.
club link in the
Good
chat.
night. Yeah, Karthik?
I want to share the Telegram link in the chat, book club ka link. for
Sure,
me.
sure. You can maybe share that, or you can share personally to people also, those who don't have the Telegram link. So we do share our book club updates and all event updates in the Telegram link, and you can maybe join the Telegram to get updates on book club topics and whatever related to book club happens through PIM. Okay. Chalo. Okay then. Good night, guys. See you next week then. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. All.
You all good night.
Good night.